Oh boy. Now we're gonna find out if OBS updated the thingamajig properly. That should be fine. I'm debating if I really want to blitz through this, what would be the best way to do it. Let's just start him back at base and have him do a recovery mission first off, so I don't have to rebuild the base they made. I need to make an adjustment to their script. And then I can change things up as well, but we're probably going to run like a 2.5 hour for the Wednesday Starship Trooper mission. I'm also debating doing a Sunday one, but at the same time, I can't. I don't think I have the schedule room for it, so this will be funny either way. And then if I feel like it, I'll make a video tomorrow for this stuff. But let's go ahead and get going here. Surrect. I actually slept for like 10 hours, so I'm okay, man. I meant to only get another like 4 or 5 hours, but my body just physically gave out on me, which was pretty funny. It's actually not. That's horrible, but you get my point. Alright, so we got that one. This is going to be our next objective over here. We need to get rid of the bug slots because of that desync issue. And I need to calibrate the medical settings. I mean, when people were getting hit in the beginning and killed off, this is what I'm trying to think about. Let's drop that to 50. We'll do that. Because I'm trying to calibrate what would be best for the desync issue, and I think that's just going to be the best we can do at that point. Everything else was fine. But I'm not going to rebuild the military base, and that should be okay. The other thing I wanted to look at is base values, if I wanted to turn anything down. Let's put that down to 15. Let's bump this up to 40. Wow, why did they make drones so damn tanky? Those are meant to be scout units. Let's drop that down to 10. Tiger Spit, let's drop that down to 25. But the Shard is what I want to be a nice mini-boss unit, so I'll bump that up to 0.65. And I think that's it for what I need. Just gonna check all these off in case there's a weird issue regarding that. I'm just checking every possible backend setting. Client doesn't matter. Global. Yep, just to make sure that's off, because you never freaking know. And that should be fine. Alright.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
So mission 3, 4, then we're going to get into that position. Everything's going to cut around. So we honestly should be able, in 2.5 hours, to get all that area done. And then all of this area done. Alright, cool. Skeeches, thanks for the 44-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this dev scenario. So, since this mission is going to be run on Wednesday, I need to make the announcement today, so I'm actually going to cut out and do that right now. So, this would be op number 5. It's the 5th of June, so it's going to go on the 7th. And we're going to run it at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For a Wednesday. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm trying to think here. I need to then go to Discord timestamp generator because I need to make a local one for everyone. So this is going to be on the 7th. 0400. Set that to PM. Set that to lawn date with blah, blah, blah to give any chucklehead all of that. I can now write 3 life in general. And I need to copy and paste the timestamp on there. Signups are going to begin Tuesday. Let's go at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Roster, I need to make a new one, which it's not going to be that hard. I can just copy and paste this roster and blank it out. To do that, I just need to make a copy of it, and then I can paste over names. Oh, hold on. I missed a step. I accidentally just blanked out the 4th roster. I need to make a new one. I'm like, that's weird. Like, I think I missed a step. No, it's fine. Oh, wait, no, the link's wrong. Whoops. Silly Liru. Alright. Copy the title of the original document, put it in the untitled part, link that as number 5. Based on the size of this, I'm not going to allow any groups to register anything, so we're just going to let it be free-for-all, and if they want to group up, they can group up. And then I need to add the other links, because I missed that the other day. So I'm going to put that in here. And then I need to link the mod set. This is going to be... If we're going for 2 hours, it's going to be around 150 minutes. Because I want to make up for the previous mission kind of screwing up. And then we link the mod set. And that's fine. I now post that in the announcements channel. And then in the sign-up page, I post that. All right. And that's the first mission file done. Because everything else is already pre-built, so that's not too bad. The only thing I needed to edit out were the Op4 slots, and there's nothing now I need to calibrate for set Op4 slots. The one thing I do need to do, though, is because this is now a new mission file, I need to copy and paste the init SQFs before I re-export the file, which are basically additional files you put into a mission files folder for the server to read off of. Alright, so to do that, we do XYZ, copy, paste. If I feel like it, I'll make a video tomorrow for the mission file. It's probably just going to be a single scene, just to carry the thingamajig through. But for now, just in case I don't, I will go ahead. We save it, we export it, and that's that. Next mission file, what should I dev? If we're going to do Wednesday... I kind of want to wait to do the 506 one until I get to Karmas, so let's go ahead and do POGs, because POGs is going to be really like, balls to the wall. I have a lack of coffee. And I woke up and took a shower, but I slept in too hard, so that's kind of why I sound dead to the damn world. It happens. Where is POG's latest file for my mod set? Next Starship Trooper mission just got announced. It's going to be run on Wednesday. Actually, where is POG's latest file? What the hell? There you are. I don't know why it's so buried down there. I guess they just haven't had an update in a while, which is weird because POG usually updates all the damn time, or at least had a period where they updated every few weeks. But I guess they finally found their balance. It's 5 a.m. for you, Sib. Hope you're okay. Hope you got enough sleep. But let's see. It's because I decided not to build that base. That should be fine. Let's see. Right now we're doing... And I can cross it off the list. Cool. Oh yeah, every time I hit the update button, the frickin' Stream Elements website crashes, which is quite funny. Oh well. Oh, I just realized Bloodwind went outside. She might be watering the plants, but I watered them just before I started streaming. Oh well. It's hot out. They can use the extra water. Well, BFG, it's annoying because I spent like 2 missions balancing them out and like deep diving coding and making the player slots like playable with perfect sprinting and blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, screw you, we're gonna desync the server out, and I'm like, oh, why? No, she actually prefers hydrangeas. And this mission is taking forever to freaking boot. Hey, I watered the plants downstairs, but if you want to do the upstairs ones, feel free. Okay. Oh, yeah, because all the peppers are fruiting. Mm-hmm. I saw.
We got some puppies. And the radishes are doing really well too.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are close.
Another week or two, and then yeah, they were a little stunted in the beginning, but
I read that it takes 6 to 8 weeks.
yeah.
Or no, sorry, that the top of it should be 6. The 3 ways that you can check is either check the duration on the seed packet,
Mm-hmm.
Check whether the flowers on top are within 6 to 8 inches,
Mm-hmm.
and sweep away a little bit of the soil underneath the stem.
Yeah, just to check to see if it's bulbing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yay!
Well, I'm glad you're happy, boo.
This is fun. I love gardening.
Also, my chat says hello to you.
Oh, hi. Are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm doing mission dev work.
Oh.
Yeah, goober.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you keys.
All right, thank you, baby.
Keys.
Love you.
Keys is for the meesters. No, it doesn't sound as
Get back to work, Mr. Squidward.
Hey, is there anything specific you want for Papa?
Nudity would be nice.
I think that would hurt.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fish cake?
Sure.
Taro root?
Yeah. Thank you, babe. Alright. We've got 3 different types of peppers. I know one of them's jalapeno, and I don't remember the other 2 types on the top of my head. She just said them, but I can't hear her over my music. Let's see. So I gotta save this again as a new file. This one's gonna be interesting, though, because it's a meme mission. Actually, no. A meme mission implies the wrong type of atmosphere. This one is more balls to the wall, if that makes any sense. Because I need to rebuild you. Or how should I do this? I'm trying to think here. Because when you build a player variant, it's always different. Okay. First thing we need to do is delete the entirety of the crew. Second thing will be to change out the turrets, or I think I can just group them, and that should fix them, quote-unquote. So let's see what I can do here. These need to be recentered. I think I tiered them, though, just so they wouldn't overlay. Okay, so those didn't, so I'm gonna have to change those out. Actually, no, there's a certain script I would need. Then again, we can just rebuild some components of it. I really don't mind. I need to build this with potentially 20 people, which means it needs 20 cannons. Oh boy, it needs 20 freaking cannons. Which again, when you build a player war game, shouldn't be that much of an issue. Okay, I need the rocket pods exposed if I'm going to allow for that, or I can give it a different flight model. Which actually, I think an MI8 would be better. Because now I'm trying to think of, actually a 24. How do I cram 20 people in this damn thing? And how do I do it properly? Huh. Huh. Alright. If you know this monstrosity, you know it. If you don't, you're gonna have to see the op on Thursday, because I don't feel like explaining it right now. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Let's do a UPK 23. And then the 9M. 120M. And that way the gunner has total control. Actually, no, I'm an idiot. I need a P variant. Because the P... Is it the V that has the chin strap? I'm an idiot. There we go. I don't want to do rocket pods because, from experience, I know rocket pods will, like, boof the server. And it looks like the internal pylons clip, so what I can do instead... Hey, goddess, what's up? Oh, hey, a Liru creation. Yeah, right? That way it's got frontal firepower. But otherwise, that should be good. What am I thinking? Right. Sim disable. Alright, so right off the bat... I'm thinking, do we want to do anything that's drone capable, or do I want to just leave it as is? Everything needs to be front firing. Well, actually... I could just do an attached to relative command. Ah, but I'm lazy. So again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need another 11 gun pylons. Oh boy. Well, first off, we need heavy AA capability. So right off the bat, I'm thinking Tiggies. But no, we have 3 CPs, so do I have tons? Yeah, I've got tons. Got tons for days. I can remove that. Again, they have to be forward-facing because of how the attached script is going to work. Would that work? I thought of a dumb idea. I would really need to check that one, but that might be doable. If we wanted... Wait a minute, because if we put the right script on it... I'd have to check. But this is definitely worth some experimentation. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. And he would also be able to move to the side guns if need be. That's funny as hell. I'm trying to think. I probably need some BMP2s. You know what? Why be modest? BMD4, right? Yeah. Yeah. Smaller platform, more powerful turret. In all honesty, though, let me look at you real quick and compare you to a BMP3. Yeah, so what if we just hypothetically had a little bit of a replacement? Yeah. Yeah, that could work. It's gonna be funny if they blow themselves up, though. Actually, it's not gonna be funny. It's gonna be hilarious. So I'm trying to think off the pair span there. If we're gonna be stacking vehicles like that, then we have to stack the turrets. You're not even properly aligned. There we go. I mean, visually, I think that should be fine, but we can individually test each weapon. We're gonna need to double layer these, considering people that are gonna show up. Probably put some on the tail. Because the BMP3 is the one weapon platform I can think of that's gonna actually be, like, have the most amount of options that should maximize player enjoyment. You know what I mean? So that should theoretically do it. So that's what, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Have a tail gun. You know? You know, it's just I think it would be even funnier. Oops, all BMP3. Or I guess technically BMD4s, but you get my point. Just what we had the budget for. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait, what? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. And then I need to put one of these on for a specific goober. Even though it's not going to be as effective, but it's a POG thing, and I don't really... There's someone in POG that really likes this vehicle, so I'm just going to put it in. For the sake of putting it in. Oh, the plane's not aligned. That's kind of funny. Alright. the boy, I know. Alright, that's phase 1. Phase 2 is actually probably the simplest. And therefore my favorite part, because it's the simplest. Excellent. I'm trying to think now what the proper thing to do. I need to tab out and move all the SQFs to the right folder. Otherwise, it's going to throw a bunch of script errors. It's perfect. I don't need that on it today. No, it's going, Rocker. It's going. What? What was that yelling about? Init server.sqf? What the hell? Oh, right. You know, I don't need that anymore, because we don't need to carry him around anymore, so I'm just going to save that as is. That should be fine. Yeah, so the sim's disabled, so they're not able to do anything except stay in the gun, because it puts them outside of that position, but that also will help me assign everything. Let me actually just look at a standard BMP3 here. That they've got the PKT, they got plenty of zoom in with it if they want. You got the autocannon, you got the main gun, you got everything tied to it. Yeah. I love how that thing's engine is already on by default. Let's see. Ha! It didn't attach the, That's funny. I forgot the most critical component. Whoops. The hull. The lid. Total. Here's what I'm gonna say to your comment. How do I word it? So I'm trying to think of something proper for it. Damn it, how do I word it? read that. Because it's in there, and that's all I can say. Oh, I'm an idiot because I thought the MI8s was, the thingamajig. Where's your hitbox? There she is. Alright. At least I know the engine comes on and the player can immediately take control, which is good. And let me guess, because of the clipping, she's gonna instantly fly upward. No! Oh! Alright. Excellent. Why are we in Stratus? It's weird. Alright. It's not parsing control of the AGMs to the gunner. Which is a little weird, but okay. And it doesn't give him... Okay. Let me then try this. Oh god, it copied the entire hull! I forgot when you hot copy it, it applies all the, Interesting. So why does the gunner... Huh. It can deploy troops. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's good. I'm trying to figure out why I can't seem to get any AGMs. Is it because the pilot has to fire them and the gunner locks them in? That might be it. That might be it then. So if I set it to... Liru made a little bit of an oopsie. A few things I gotta check on. Another thing I wanted to ask was, are you good with naming, recommending good maps? Yeah, 1 second. I will fix your problem in literally 10 seconds. I just have to find the damn link. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, boom. That has like 90, I want to say 85 to 90% of the maps that exist, which is quite nice. So do you not have the script tied to you? Because you weren't having anything. Yeah, you didn't. Okay, I thought that might have been just because the fabs were being fabs, but no, it's... that's funny. All right, so if that's the case, those need to be set as that. And then, since it's a timed thing like that, I can actually one-up it. Which means I can have one dedicated to AT and one dedicated to HE. Perfect. But yeah, you don't want to do rocket spam because then the server starts dying, and POG would definitely be silly when it came to that. Alright, let's try that as a fix, and then we'll see how things go. You know, Zam, funny enough, players tend to not enjoy it when they get harassed by a USS Wargame-style creation. Who would have thought? And then here's my favorite part, though. Oh, he goes the opposite way! Ah, it's fine. I can do a manual attachment a different way. That's okay. Do. I love that launch and how it actually will put people up. Yeah. There we go. Christ. Yeah, and then everything else. Yeah, cool. Dumb. That is another Halo. Yeah. Right, that should be fine then. I just need to build something for them to bomb the crap out of. So I guess we now need to go over every Op 4 position in the region. This should be interesting. And I need to get that all marked up. Oh, it's gonna be a laggy one, too. Look, if you want me to give you a serious answer, there is a, something I do once in a blue moon called Pay for Pain. I now have scheduled to do it every 6 months because I think that's a good balance for it. Usually the final boss is an airship style thing, which I am working on making a player version of to end a campaign for a group of people before I move on to something else. So it's meant to be like a little bit of a haha funny meme one-off. But I make plenty of other custom compositions for stuff like that because it's meant to just be, you know, a fun thing. So I've decided, in my infinite wisdom, to have the most versatile weapon platforms so the players aren't stuck doing a single job, like they're not stuck with a tank turret for the entire time. They can actually, you know, vary themselves. And thus we get that thing. Yeah, so those are all the Op 4 ones. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I'd want to potentially put something on, but I think that's fine. And then I guess the remaining ones I can use blue for, and we can vary things out. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Yeah, essentially. But again, this game is a giant sandbox simulation, so you can pretty much make whatever the hell you want. And have it go from there. Garrisoning all this, though, is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt, but we'll make it work. I can say while they did the assault and we're doing XYZ, coalition forces have come in, yada-da. Gives us more targets to shoot. Alright, guys, you want to see Blue 4 Op 4 garrisons done first? I'll leave that up to you. I guess we can also have that as an Op 4 garrison, because I never put that down. No, POG is fighting everyone in a giant stolen airship, because why not? It's POG. Alright. The T5 put up or shut up op was right there. And then you have this, which can be used as an impromptu runway if absolutely need be. I think that should be good. Oh, I will make a cruise missile depot and fire some at them, but we'll see how all that goes. Yeah, no, they're that can be done in here. And good call. I was gonna eventually get to that, but you know, might as well set it now when you bring it up. Hard coded can be yes, and then it can also be switched midway at any time, scripted or Zeused. All right, guys, I need a coalition Blue 4 faction because Op Force is going to be Takistani army. But what should Blue Force faction be? And while you select that, I'm going to start building. We'll build some of the Op 4 position. Something from a U.S. coalition, so U.S., British, German, anything. Also, I've just realized everything I put out here needs to kind of be visual, but I can also make everything completely over the top. Oh, this is going to be funny. And then everyone I put down as an infantryman needs to be an RPG or an AA gunner. Because those are the only things that'll actually, like, shoot at him. Oh, man. And then because of the sheer amount of garrisoned AI, I'm probably not going to do blank vehicle compositions unless I absolutely need to. Yeah, we'll see what I can muster in the German stuff, but I also want to have a bit of variability, but we'll see. Besides, I don't know, the MGAI will shoot at the helicopter components, so that should be fine. Alright, when I look at this, this really just screams depot to me, but that's fine. Tax is spooky on the runway. And I'm gonna want Igla Boy. Oh my gosh, sir, please. No, we'll do one tucked away right here. And the rest will be vehicle targets. Do I have... Okay. See, the thing is, while they go on, and I can put AI in the planes and try to launch them off the airfield to give a bit more of a dynamic struggle for the ground forces to desperately get up there. But as things go down, I will definitely be mobilizing things to send at them for the hell of it. And then statics. We'll see if we want to put a static up. Because the statics will at least shoot at the helicopter, but as long as we have the effects of something shooting, then that should be fine. Because when you design things like these, you can just make them over the damn top, and it should be fine. Could have sworn I had a ZU-23. Maybe it's in its own anti-air section. Yeah, that's it. Cool. You know, hold on. There's what's it called? Feel like we need something specific for this, right? Is this one it? Yeah. Feel like for mass garrisoning, there's a certain type of music you should play. Just trust me on this. Just gotta trust me. Here, we'll do the boats last. This needs a static. Yeah, this is a red alert too. They should all be pre-garrisoned, but if they're not, then I can fix them later. How many ports do I have down? Because I could have sworn there was a other section of Takistani army that had something very specific. That, you know, I may or may not want. I guess not. But that's fine. I know where to pull something else out. Let's just get this out of the way while we're here. Ah, because it's in Serrani's. That's why. Now, did I mark up any blue 4 ports? It looks like I didn't. But you know, that doesn't mean I can't put something down. For later. Now you, though, I know you can engage across the map, so I want to set you to careless hold fire for the beginning. Until they fly above you, at least. And then I got plenty of fishing boats with guns that I'm going to put down later. Alright. Because you're right, I do want to vary things up a bit as well. Also, did I do ground vehicles at that position? But then again, I don't think the focus is going to be that, so we can, yeah, it's kind of freaking thingamajig. Backtrack a bit. Where's an AA gunner? Get a few of those. I'll have one of those in the zone. And then I need some of those static guns. Group everything together as a garrison, and then we can throw in some vehicles. Let's be honest, in all honesty, they should probably be facing the opposite way since they're in a border skirmish with the south. And then over here, it's like a tank depot. So I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to spawn infantry, but we'll have... Oh, no, there is a central base. Okay. Let's do a quick proof of concepts, just so I know I'm not being insane here, and this will let me check the garrisons here. One second. I love proof of concept testing. I don't need all guns active. I missed the thingamajig. That's funny as hell. And instead I got a... That's why I missed it. Oh, that's funny. She's immediately flaring off, though. I'm wondering if it's the frigate to the south immediately locking her. Why can't I get a lock? Alright, hold up. And they went defend only, probably because of the air icon, but now, okay, so you got them shooting. And I'm hearing stuff fire back, alright. Each one of those is an individual turret firing, though. They're using their ATGMs. Alright. That's all I need to see. If that's the case, though, I might delete the crew of that boat immediately as we start and then re-employ it later. That's funny. Alright, let's get the rest of these positions done then. Zam, you need help, buddy. Infinite flares is an ammo type. So the script works by basically stating if any type of flare, or if any type of ammo is used. How do I explain this? So ammo in a vehicle works on a percentage. So the most you can get in a percentage is 100. That is then converted into a decimal system where the biggest you can get is 1, and then you have 0.99, 0.95, 0.5 as the percentage of the ammo left. How the script works is, as an event handler, when it detects that the weapon is quote-unquote fired, it resets the percentage of the ammo back to 1, aka back to 100%. So anything that has a fired trigger, be it a weapon system or a flare, will just reset itself back to infinite. Or full ammo, thereby giving it infinite ammo. Fun how some of this stuff works. Oh, flare option hilarity ensues. Well, I wanted to check with the bombs because the bomb pylons are literally set as individual pylons, which means when they go from 1 to 0, because it's one bomb being dropped, will it still reset it to back to 1? And the answer was yes. Because it's not checking if the weapon changes percentages, it's just detecting if it's fired at all. And that's what'll still reset it. Server wouldn't lag out if the flares spam spawn. If you actually noticed when I was building the Mi-24 model, I specifically took out the rocket pods because I know for a fact when you spam more than like 50 rocket pods in the course of 2 seconds, or 50 rocket launches, excuse me, the server has a freaking aneurysm. It can't handle it. So that's why I switched it to AGM missiles, and I noticed when they fired the AGM missile, it had a delay of like 2 seconds. Sad Kajman noises.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Jen Killer, thanks for the 25-month resub, my man. Thanks for outing me in Dante's stream last night because I completely lost track of time while I was playing Green Hill with some buddies. Nonetheless, hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of the shenanigans here. Hail Hydra rockets. Alright, heli base. Let's go. Yeah, I'm down for Dark Side whenever. I just have a lot of work I need to get done. Because here's the thing. I've got 3 different really important mission files I need to get done that are at least each going to take me 4 hours of research and development and whatnot. And what's kind of shying me away from doing them is 2 of them I know for a fact I can't stream. And then the 3rd one I can't stream till we get closer to the event. So it's like, you know, I'm trying to get everything else done under the sun so I can then get to those and deal with that. But no, Dark Tide's fun. I was telling Dante how Damnation felt easier, but he's like, yeah, that's because the weapon stats when you're maxed out. And if you get something over, you know, 350 at the shop, and then you upgrade it, you know, it'll have the stats to actually fight the higher numbers in Damnation, and he's absolutely right about that. But yeah, I remember Damnation being tougher, but that's also because, again, I was using under-leveled gear, so it all makes sense. If I'm good for anything, I got my, I gotta work on getting my Veteran and my frickin' Psyker back up to snuff for that. I really want to do Psykers again, because I love being the Glass Cannon. Because if I could just pair the Psyker with Dante's Ogren, we would literally be unstoppable. I just need either a Fire Staff or a Lightning Staff, because I noticed the Fire Staff also does AoE stun. And I'm willing to bet that's probably a certain perk, so that would be nice. Yeah, I've noticed Plasma's very niche, but people, like the very few veterans that know how to play Plasma can do it really well. Like it can fill a bolter role, but literally just one tap anything. To the point it can become like a marksman rifle with iron sights. But it's a gun that I personally just don't enjoy playing that much. There's so many other options I'd rather do. But that's just me. Do I recommend any good Arma 3 units, mostly for EU and modern day setting? Well, Well, the fallacy with that is I'm just going to put you in one of my units, Ian. I would recommend you look on Reddit, find a unit under Arma 3, or you go into Arma 3's official Discord and see what they advertise. Because I'm going to be honest, I do that for DayZ servers. And that's how I found a good range of a few to play. But, you ask any content creator what their opinion is on units, and they're just going to tell you, hey, here's mine. Why don't you come play this one? Which may work for you, but it might not. It just depends on the circumstances. Here's the thing, though. I used to play in a much wider range of units, and I really don't anymore because I just don't have the time. I say as I'm working on, like, 12 different mission files for 6 or 7 different units, but that's Zeusing. That's not actually playing, and I'm going to be honest. The Zeus can work in a unit and have no idea what's going on in said unit. Take the 506 or Karma Cuts group, for example. I couldn't tell you what's going on in there, good or bad. I can just tell you, hey, I Zeus for it, which, again, it just gives me a very limited scope. And I used to be very much about, if you're going to actively Zeus in a unit, you should probably play in that unit so you can get a feel for how they do it. But now, after, doing this since 2016, I don't need to play on the ground to get a sense for what they're doing. Literally, back-to-back, we did the Black Templar Space Marine op, and then we did Karma Cuts op the night before, and those were literally two opposites of the extreme. And I will admit, I struggled on the Black Templar op, but because I set it up so well, I was able to take an op that I thought would last 2 hours that ended up lasting for 50 minutes and stretched it out for 2 hours to the point they told me it felt seamless and planned. So as long as I can get away with that, then I'm fine, but that's why you haven't really seen me much on the ground, is because I just don't have the damn time. Little worried with the frame loss I'm getting as I go from section to section. But I'm also realizing I have the entire freaking map rendered, so that's probably the reason. Editor be editor. Oh, I got 10 hours of sleep last night, though. The previous night I got 4, but that's because I was finishing the Black Templar file because I let 20 other things get ahead of it. And that's kind of my fault. It's totally my fault, actually, but, Are these floating? Yeah, well, they'll fall to the ground and be fine, so it doesn't really matter. You don't want them to be under the water, though, because then the boat physics get weird. Like, I'm not kidding. They get weird. I'm going to cut the Presidential's Palace because Saddam doesn't want to blow up his own house because he likes it. Got a fuel depot there, but again, I'm a little worried about doing fuel depot stuff because I know for a fact it might get messy. I feel ya, Ian. I feel ya. I'm the type of gamer where I'll play something to death for a month and then not touch it for 3 or 4 months, and then I'll come back to it and I'm like, oh my god, I want to play this again for like a month and then drop it dead again. I'm probably going to do something similar with Darktide. Like, just build up all my builds to the absolute best they can be, and then just drop it again for 4 months until they maybe drip feed some more content. I'm going to be honest, though. I think the only reason Dante's playing Darktide again is because I mentioned it to him with the latest update, and then he, like, was on the fence about it for a few days, and then I checked my Steam, and then boom, he's playing it again. I'm like, yeah, there you are. Chucklehead. I'm not saying that to be standoffish, mind you, Jen. If someone else mentioned it to him, then please state the reason. Take my ego down a peg, please. Please. Well, Contact is a free... the stuff that was in the DLC was released for free. It's just the campaign and the map are what you need the actual DLC for, if I remember correctly. Why am I lagging so freaking hard in some of these locations? What the hell? Here, logic test real quick. Oh, we're all doing this because Alex dropped a message. All right, so most units use Apex assets for stuff. Well, actually, no. I'm going to be honest. Most units require the Apex DLC as kind of a legacy thing. But nowadays, with how much RHS has expanded, how much 3CB Factions especially has expanded, since they debuted in, what, like 2019? And just how much they've added. Because back then it was RHS and Project Op 4, like, was a bulk of most units doing stuff. And then they would pull from DLCs. But ever since 3CB Factions really became a thing and just added everything to it, it's just... Those are the only 5. The 4 RHS mods and 3CB Factions is really all you need. And then a map mod and then some slice of life stuff. And then you have something that'll last you years of content, but I digress. Most communities require Apex as a principle. Every other DLC, it just depends group to group. A few places I know... Yeah, no, really, it just matters position to position at that point, because some places require some don't, yada-da. And how many gigabytes should the game plus mods be able to join? Okay. So, Alex, that's, again, where it varies. Some groups... I would dedicate at least 150 gigabytes of mods to Arma per group. And then those are groups that are going to do smaller mod sets. Larger mod sets can be up to, like, 200 to 250 gigabytes for that group alone. To be perfectly honest. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to set a 3-kilometer range with walk-in dynamic simulation. That's going to be done. I'm going to do that real quick, actually, because otherwise I'm going to forget about it. And I'm going to set that for everything. And then I have to set everything to dynamic sim. Alright, that's fine. I'll do a test of before and after before I shift everything, but yeah, I'm gonna probably need to set that. Oh, I'll be honest, I have half a terabyte of Arma mods too. But that's also because I just work with so many different units for so many different things. Oh, the entire Steam Workshop has to have terabytes. At least 10 to 15 tops, to be honest. Because I want to say 90% of what's on there is probably, it isn't probably, it's just smaller stuff that's at least below 10 megabytes. Yeah, it does add up. You gotta constantly be uninstalling stuff as well. Alright, I gotta get back in the zone for editing this. Also, I don't do vehicles first. We need to do infantry. We have another base right there. Might as well. I don't really like its position, though, but that's fine. Tippies. I don't know. Arma's one of those things where going in blind, you really don't know what to look for until you just start experiencing things, and then you can start looking. That's not what I copied. Come on. Why is my copy paste being silly again? There we go. Oh, no, so, how would I put it? It's like Gary's Mod or Minecraft or any other simulation sandbox game. It can be a ton of fun. You just have to be willing to spend the time to look for what you want to play. And as long as you can do that, you will have a ton of fun. It's just you got to put in that time investment, and not everyone wants to do that. Some people just like fast-paced going on Call of Duty or Halo and not having a care in the world. And by all means, more power to them if that's how they want to do their thing, you know? Okay, so many things wrong with that. What? That was weird. Okay, fine. Toe would be funny. Alright, that's all of our Op 4 positions. Alright, Blue 4. I mean, we can look at what the Germans are capable of. It's just I know that's one of the lesser factions that only Cup would have German stuff, and they don't really have much beyond that. And I'm worried that the variation wouldn't be a lot, so... I wouldn't put Gore Child and Professional in the same sentence, Gen Killa. He's a shit poster at best. Nah, JK, I love him. Yeah, screw it, USA. Because that also gives me, even though all countries would have access to all the heavy stuff, why am I blanking? I don't want Cold War. Where's, it's on the bottom, that's why. I'm a goober. There we go. Toe, I think, would be too limited in its tracking range. This is meant to be modern day, but this is also... Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay? Don't worry about it. So when I look up there, my frames die, so I think that's just, I guess, the garrison of everything. It's been a while since we've done a meme op, okay? I get a pass. I get a pass. All ops are meme ops. Yeah, I mean, with the right mindset. Savon, was that Stargate op meant to be such a freaking meme op? That thing was funny. That was definitely a meme op, right? A half-naked guy riding a goat. No, I don't want to entice Robo Saddam with such trivialties, because he'll actually English. My point is, I don't want to entice Robo Saddam. The pit. Actually, rotation doesn't matter because they'll just get grouped up. Oh, wow, you are big. All right, that's the case. Do those. Is there a third one? I'm gonna check something real quick. Is my computer just having a frickin' aneurysm? No? Okay. So it's just the map. Being poorly optimized, but what else is new? The hamster's spazzing out.
Let's get
Poor
a warm
hamster.
welcome, shall we?
There's that last one. All right, got that all grouped up, and then we can do individual stuff. Apache. Your hamster's a skeleton. Jen, no! The Starship Trooper rifles, I believe, do have flashlights, yes. At least they should, right? You would hope. That is not what I copied, game. God damn it. Okay, I've completely lost track of that military base. All right, yeah, the PvP match. Commentating on that the other day was pretty freaking dope, and I can't wait to do next week's because I'll be able to cover both. But that was pretty damn dope. Why didn't you group? Oh, yeah, right. We have the M6, which is the AA variant. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I don't know why, but these remind me of a World War II battery for machine guns. General Defensive Infantry, yada-da. But yeah, see how I'm like something here is just struggling. It's up there that's doing it, but because I have the entire map rendered, it's just killing me every time I angle my camera that way. So I'm gonna try to keep things rendered to the south, but my freaking god. It wasn't an issue in the Zeus interface though, so it's not gonna be an issue for any players, but oh, the struggles of editor. The struggles of editor. Every time I do it, it reorients me north. Yeah, no, this one's actually going to be kind of a light one. Because of Starship. Freaking Starship. Everything has pros and cons, but that one definitely had more cons than pros, that's for damn sure. You wouldn't shoot a puppy, Jack. Yeah, in the face. Why? That's my Star Sim thoughts right there, man. I do have some buildings, put some decent statics on, so let's go ahead and grab them. To be honest, the only reason this is all taking so long, though, is because I'm just doing wide range of garrisons here. All right, let's see. I've never put this many Bradleys down in a mission file before. Oh my god, there's still so many to do. My frames. Hydrate. Bradley-tastic. So let me also explain something. The reason I'm only exclusively putting A-tier AA infantry down is because regular riflemen are not going to engage what the player base is going to be in because they're not programmed to, and there's not really any way to get around that other than to get some riflemen. But do I want them to just, as they're flying by at 100 kilometers an hour, they're not going to notice any riflemen. They're going to notice things firing AT at them. So, you know, there's no point in doing any regular riflemen. Just do all the heavy stuff. Alrighty. I think that's going to be it for the statics. Just want to make sure I don't over grab the box over there. Which command? Oh, ha! I see what you mean, yeah. Look, if I pretend I have a little bit of sanity, I can just get by on that. You know what I mean? I just have to pretend. Where are the planes? I guess they are tucked away in this, then. Classic RHS way to do it. Anyway. Oh, that's like a refugee camp. Let me do a quick check. for frame's sake. I've got like 40 Discord TMs to reply to. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1 second. That's weird that they're both listed, but I think that's a 3-din thing, probably under the damn root code. Much better. Yeah, so this stuff around should be activated, but this far stuff, for example... Wait a minute. Or it might also be, depending on where my Zeus interface is, automatically toggling and retoggling. Yeah, that's fine. We're good. All right. I'm just debating right now. I'm gonna take a quick break. Just because my brain is crashing right now and my stomach's rumbling, so I think I need to get some lunch in me and then I can go forward again. But otherwise, we'll return to this in a few hours or so, or I'll get poached for something else. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. Have a good one.